NBA sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. We are underway from yr3 Stadium in Houston. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go, shot! 70 Timberwolf!
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Jeffers. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And right away he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere. But they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback. And indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back. Came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Texans at 5-8, 3 games under 500. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton, and the Titans will take over here just shy of the 30. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped to the backfield, a loss of 2. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Check right. Steal. Check steal.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They begin with a run by Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
For these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
To throw on 2nd down, Jeffers. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans.
This defense. Opportunistic here early, a second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
A first down carry for Barkley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. This defense for the Titans, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. They go back to the ground now with Barkley.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And it's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Looking to throw. Jeffers. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it.
And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Looking deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now a timeout called for by the defense. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. The Lance going to throw.
That he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, play.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Blaster, 6, black shot, black ultra, red cycle. Okay.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Hurry, hurry.
From just shy of midfield, Lance throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
On the double.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now Lance again.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, Titans! A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Titans take a 3-touchdown lead.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse, and this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5, and he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Jeffers looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
And the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
Watch out now, 50 Fury.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Slide 2.
On play action, Lance.
He's going to air this out for Baldwin.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one...
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go. Here we go. Cycle. Ultra. Go ultra.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Ready?
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here's Lance.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Baldwin. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
43 rail. Hey, cross field.
Slot man moves right. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
52. Opposite. Green. Yellow. Blue.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Close check. Hey, check mega.
They'll try to run this one in. Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Blaster. Quick, yellow. Mega, mega. Hey, blue.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. a great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Titans continue to pull away here in this first half.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Finding space at the 40.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Connor.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Back to throw again. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Yellow, line. Strike, check, strike, hut, hut.
Here's a give up the middle. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Strike, white, red. Yellow. 597. Ultra. Watch out now. 50.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Fight, 60. Hey, home fury. Steal, black. On the ball.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ready up.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now a play fake. Lance.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. sacked back at about the 43-yard line. On now is the Titans punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a...
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Check back. Ready.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And cycle. Ready.
2nd and 5 now. Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
38. Steal. Check. Steal. Check.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From the 6. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jeffers. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And taken right at the 35. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Blue striker. Snap, red. Set.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And this one is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from...
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Back.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jeffers. He gets it to Cooks.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
To throw on 2nd down. Jeffers. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Ready? Go check. Go check.
On 4th down, Jeffers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Fulton.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
For the run show, Fatukasi there on the tackle.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close.
Okay, break. At the 60, at the 60.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Texans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. This is caught, it's Crumz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. Looking to throw. Jeffers. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw on second down. Jeffers. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
Get up. 18 Rattler. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The completion good. This is yr3. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Crumz. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
22 needle.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
On the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Right, 97.
To throw, it's Lance. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
John Johnson with the INT.
And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on another, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll get that one complete to Connor. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Barkley. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield, so a solid return to the 50.
That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Back to throw. Jeffers. He's got Thomas yet again complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
On first down, Lance.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
From the gun, it's Lance.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Connor. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Looking to throw. Jeffers now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Ready?
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Now Lance. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And Lance now to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this